everybody! I am finally getting to do my school vlog. I have a funny story. I think I told you guys, I know I told Instagram, what I thought was half of my curriculum in. The reason I thought it was half is because I got an email saying half of it shipped and that the other half hadn't. So I assumed I didn't have it all, and what they told me shipped wasn't really like super important stuff. So we were going to start on all app-based stuff until we got the curriculum, because like everybody else, we are having to adjust this school year, and I'm fine with that. That's okay. We were going to start school this morning, and I opened the box to just kind of see, because I had to get Braden's, I knew Braden's math was in there, and that was something I didn't want to switch him back and forth on. I opened up the box, and all of it was in there. So then that threw me off, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to do all app-based stuff for one day and then switch them to the regular curriculum tomorrow, because that's very confusing. But I wanted to get organized and make sure I knew how much in each subject to do. That way it's organized, the kids know what to expect, all of that. So we just decided to start tomorrow. Today I'm going to be going shopping, getting the last few things for school. At the end of this video, I'm going to be going over what curriculums we're going to be doing for which subject. Each kid kind of has their own path, and that's what's nice about homeschooling. Just got off the phone with their teacher over at Raven, and he is such a big help. I am always emailing him questions about just different stuff. He's always been like willing to help me. Even this being my 4th, 5th year homeschooling, I still have questions, and I'm still learning. With that being said, my biggest advice, if this is as far as you go, is to not overdo it in homeschooling. Don't over prepare, don't over stress yourself out, don't over schedule. Keep it simple and do what you can do as a family, with keeping your kids in line with, you know, what they need to be learning, of course, but go at your own pace. All right, let's head out and do some shopping for back to school. Did you think we were going somewhere else? Of course we're at Meyer's. I'm gonna apologize for my hair. It's got a mind of its own right now, and these are like, I don't know what's going on. Real life hair. I actually have been sitting here for a little while because there's just been a lot going on lately, and I feel like I've just been go, 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 and I've needed a moment to just breathe, I think. Put lip gloss on, only to have to put a mask in to go into the store. All right, even though it still feels like it's like April, I'm doing back to school shopping. It feels so weird. This is just such a crazy time. Does this last 6 months not feel like forever, but yet super short? Let's go get some school supplies. Because we normally start later than everybody else, they're actually normally way more cleaned up in this. But I guess with school not really being in school, they got a lot of supplies left. Can't forget your teachers. For some reason, our house has gone through a ton of sharpeners. I think these bigger ones maybe will hold on to longer. I don't know. Also a tip, if you're homeschooling, get everybody their own color. If you notice, I pick out a different color. That way everybody can have their own and nobody argues over whose is whose. I'm gonna put their initials on the bottom of these just so they don't forget. I'm the best teacher they've ever had. Also the worst, because I'm the only teacher they've ever had. I'm not getting that. I actually came over to the books so I could find something for Addison. I felt so bad. She thought she was starting school as well. So I want to find her something where she can, like, I don't know, do letters or do numbers, I don't know, something, so she can feel part of, like, schooling. Alright, I am all done. I could not believe how much that dropped with like the coupon that I loaded while I was shopping. Holy smokes. That was like a lot of, that was like $20 off almost. That's amazing. Really, I should not include this, but this is real life. My groceries are ready to be picked up. I did not want to go in here and do school shopping and grocery shopping, so I placed a click list order to be ready at like 7, and it's already ready and it's not even 5:30, so I get to pick up my groceries right now. I'm not really gonna include too much with that, but that's just what I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna go say hello to my click list people. Either Fred Meyer's is gonna sponsor me one day, or they're gonna think I'm like obsessed with them. This is like a whole Fred Meyer's commercial. Thank you, perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, I don't know how much of that you got, but there was a beetle crawling on my leg. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a spider at first. I don't know. I don't know how much of that guy caught of that either. I was flustered. I was like trying to smash. I jumped out of my seat. I was trying to smash him under my seat. FYI, Alaskans hate bugs. I'm even used to them already because it's like the end of summer. Now I'm twitching. Shout out to my click list people, because I wasn't even supposed to be here for an hour and a half, and I asked them when I called if it was okay if I was here early, and they're like, oh yeah, absolutely. Those chocolate chips that I got are not obviously for school, but it is for something very special coming up, probably the next vlog or the vlog after. I'm going to be sharing something really special. Okay, let's head home. This could be a little bit long, so I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet and just kind of keep it to the basics. I'm going to show you all the extra stuff I got, but I'm going to be showing you the curriculums and what we're going to be doing for each subject. We're going to be doing a kindergartner, a second grader, and a fourth grader. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with kindergarten. Matthew C is such a fantastic curriculum. If you have kids that struggle with math, or like you struggled with math as a kid, so you want your kid to like understand math and get a good foundation for math. I cannot recommend this enough, especially for like kindergarten, first grade age where they're still very busy. They want to be doing things while they're doing school. I'm going to kind of explain how this works. This is what you're going to get in the set, and I'm going to try to explain it as fast as I can. What they do in this system is very hands-on. Kids physically get to see what a number is. My box, I have used this set of blocks since Natalie was in kindergarten 5 years ago is when she started, and I have used this set the entire time. You buy one set, and as long as you keep them all together, it looks like I'm missing some, but I think I have enough to make it work. What the blocks are these are 100 blocks, and then obviously like this, the green is number 1, orange is number 2, and then so on. What they do is associate a color with a number, and I think somehow it just makes it stick. They really work on that, and when I was first doing this curriculum, I thought, why do they need to learn the color of them? Like, they just need to learn the number, but you eventually see that they associate the color with the number, and it somehow just cements into their brain. What they have to do is count the blocks, and then they circle the amount. What they do is they take these green blocks in the first one and they set them on the page. What that does is it physically gives them a number to feel, and it helps, especially in kindergarten, for them to understand what a number is and why a number is that number. I could probably use a new box on this one. This box is definitely like torn and worn, and the handle's been ripped off, but it has still worked now for 5 years on the same set of blocks. My kids enjoy math a little bit, so don't take this as like, oh, my kids are like above other kids, but I truly think it's because of this curriculum. Natalie was in 3rd grade last year, and she was doing 5th grade math, which is amazing. Like, she just completely excelled because, as you know, she has ADD. So like, to be able to do something with her hands while she's also doing something with her brain is so huge. Landon did good on it, and he was still ahead because he finished up 1st grade and he was doing 2nd grade math last year, but he is not as much of a number guy. He's more of a word guy, so, which is totally fine. That's what's amazing about homeschooling, is you get to pick your curriculum. Keep saying that wrong. Okay, that was the big one. All my kids are going to be doing Math UC, just obviously a different grade. This reading book I have used for all the kids to teach them how to read. It's a very basic reading book that does not overwhelm them. They go all the way from just learning the sound of one letter all the way through, like small steps at a time, all the way in through they are reading full sentences and little stories. This is just something that worked really well with Natalie, and Landon really loved it, and I was just so excited to buy it for Brayden. Now, he's very hyper as well, so I'm curious to see if this is going to work for him. I am big on, like, if a curriculum is not working for you, do not try to force it. Don't try to like keep pushing that, like, oh, let's just keep doing it and see if it works out. If they are struggling more than like a month, even just a couple weeks, if they're struggling, think about finding a different curriculum, because you are not stuck with that. Just because you purchased it does not mean you have to stay with it. At least with the programs here in Alaska, they will reimburse you. If a curriculum is not working and you decide to go to a different one, they will still reimburse you for what you buy for your kids. So, but I don't know how it is in other states. Anyways, this is a fun one I'm excited for. So since Brayden is starting kindergarten, I got just a plain basic letter book. This is just a plain trace the letters. I wanted to start very basic just because he doesn't really know all the letters, and I want to start from like the very beginning. I don't want to skip things and have him struggle. Anyways, that's just a very basic book. This is Spelling UC. This is also for Brayden. I'm not super impressed with this for like 2nd grade and on. I did get it for my other kids, but it's not like a full curriculum. It's more of like writing versus like an all-out language arts curriculum. I don't feel like there's enough like word practice. I like the spelling where they have like a list and they work on it all week, and then they get a test at the end of the week. This is more just for handwriting. So I wouldn't get just this for your language arts, but with this and then his reading book and the writing book, I think it's just all gonna work out well. We might not even start this one right away. I think I want him to learn what the sounds of the letters are, what they look like, and all that before he tries writing them, just so he associates it a little bit better. All right, so that is the textbooks that I'm doing for Brayden. For his social studies and science, we're going to be doing Acellus. What Acellus is they're going to listen to a teacher, they're going to explain everything, they're gonna walk them through, they're gonna show them what things are. It's very like active, and then they go through and they answer questions. It's something that really entertains them. I'm curious to see how Brayden's gonna do on that, if he can sit still long enough. He's going to be doing the kindergarten one, and we have not done that yet. So I am going to be sitting with him while he does that. It is not just like a hands-off type approach, but it does allow them to be a little bit more independent. You still do have to be there to like answer questions, help them through. It does kind of take it away from you a little bit, which does give you a nice little break. All right, for Landon, I did not order Landon's Math UC because he really enjoyed the Acellus program. Like, he excelled. He is a computer guy. He's like a techie guy. He's a gamer dude. He loves games. He loves TV. So like the app was just right up his alley. I didn't realize that he had wanted a textbook math. So when we opened the school today, he was a little bit bummed that he didn't have a textbook for math. So what I did was I just ordered it. Now his math is going to take probably 3 to 5 weeks because all the homeschool stuff is like really far behind because of everybody homeschooling, and that's okay. We're just going to be doing the Acellus until his math comes in. Landon is going to be doing the Gamma Math UC. I felt really terrible when he was like, I wanted a book for math. Books are more fun, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize, because he enjoyed Acellus so much. So I felt bad not asking him what he wanted to do for math. So that is going to be coming whenever it gets here. We will just do the Acellus until it does. For spelling, he is going to be doing the spelling UC. This focuses on a lot of writing, so I really want my kids to kind of work on that. He's going to be doing spelling UC for writing. He's also going to be doing language arts on the Acellus program, which we have not done yet, and I'm really kind of curious how that's going to be. And then along with that, he does do 20 minutes of reading. Landon is also very artistic. He's definitely my artistic kid. He's got way more artistic skills than me because I am terrible. I don't know if I just ordered the wrong thing or if this is how it comes. But I ordered this curriculum for art. It's Simply Draw with Bob Parsons. What you get is like made for a 3-ring binder. I didn't realize that, so that is why I got the 3-ring binder. I mean, it comes with everything you need, like the cover page for the front of it. It comes with a DVD so they can follow along and watch. I have not done this yet, so I really don't know too much about it. What they say is the purpose of this book is to inspire people of all ages to enjoy drawing. So this is actually going to be something that we do probably about once a week, and I get to do it with them. I could use some skill in art, and I think it'd be a fun thing to do as like a family. Sorry, this is so long. I apologize now. So to sum up his school, he is going to be doing the Acellus math until his Math UC gets in. For language arts, he's going to be doing the spelling UC level C and the language arts Acellus program. For that, he's going to be doing science on Acellus, social studies on Acellus, and then this art program. So for Natalie, I know it's a big shocker, Math UC again, but last year we tried the Teaching Textbooks app, and it was just, I was not impressed with it. It was way too easy. She did 4th grade teaching textbooks last year, and she just blew through it. She was bored out of her mind, and it was one of those things I was like, well, there's a few things you haven't learned yet, so let's try to just go through it and make sure we, get all those little cracks filled in, and then we'll move to the 5th grade. And she just really did not like the teaching textbooks. It is very fun. It looked very fun. It's interactive. I think Landon would love it, but she did not care for it. So because of that, because we did teaching textbooks last year, this is the grade she really should have done last year. But because everything was pretty easy last year, we're kind of just going back into the order of the Math UC. Now, I did purchase the math right after this because I know she's gonna probably buzz through this pretty quickly. She loves math. She just I don't know, she just excels in it. So I'm already preparing. If not, we'll just use it for next year, if that's what we end up deciding to do. She's getting to the point in math where I almost struggle. I used to be very, very good at math, and it's just been too long since I've done it. So, but it's good for me too. It kind of is like a refresher for my math skills too. This is single and multiple digit division is kind of like the area that it's in. And she did learn division last year. I think this might be a little bit easier. I don't know. We'll see. We might just skip ahead and go on to the next one. I don't want her to miss anything, especially in math. Like there's a lot of little stuff in math that you really need to understand. So she is going to be doing the math you see, along with, we did sign her up for the Mathacellus because we didn't think her curriculum was in. We're gonna test that out and kind of see if she wants to do that as well. Here we are again. Now, I think just because they've always done this, it's been something I've just gotten. She is doing the spelling you see, the level F, and this is definitely a little bit harder. There's a lot more writing. I guess I should have showed you guys what it is. So what they do is they have some things they need to do over here, and they have like a little story that they need to read and circle stuff, and then they have to write it down over here, and eventually they have to write the whole story over here. Again, I would not use this as their only language art. She's going to be doing quite a bit in language arts because she does struggle with like spelling and stuff, and I really want her to, I want this to be the year where she just pushes ahead and has fun with it. And by doing multiple different things, it really holds her attention instead of like focusing for a long time on one subject or one curriculum. I think this really helps when you do like a little bit of different curriculums. She is going to be doing this for language arts. She is going to be doing the Acellus language arts as well, and also going to be doing 20 to 30 minutes of reading every day. Oh, it's so long. And those are the only textbooks that I have for her. So Natalie's whole lineup is Math UC for math, along with possibly some Acellus math. She's going to be doing spelling UC for language arts. She's going to be doing Acellus for language arts and reading for language arts. She's going to be doing science and social studies on Acellus as well. And then also along with the art. So all of this curriculum I purchased on timberdoodle.com. I am no way affiliated with them. I'm just gonna put a link down below for you guys to go check them out. Now be patient with everybody because all the homeschool curriculum people are way behind on shipping. Just be patient with them. Everybody is at least 3 weeks out, if not more. Some people are 8 weeks out. Just there's a few of them, but Timberdoodle has been my best one because they have a lot of hands-on stuff that I really love. I think it's great for kids. They enjoy it. I purchased all of this on Timberdoodle. I'm going to try to link everything that I showed you guys. That's gonna take me a while, so hopefully somebody gets some use out of it. A few things I'm going to show you guys really quick. I'm just going to buzz through. These are all from Timberdoodle as well. This is a show me how to survive. My kids have really been into like survival stuff and like exploring in the woods. This is a little Batman science book. It's just a fun way for them to like learn about science. This is another like fun thing. This is Gravitrax. This is a way for them to learn about gravity. I thought this looked really fun and I kind of want to play with it. So that's one of the things. They also had another one. This one is a mini zip line. So they get to also, I don't know, experiment with gravity. This is a little STEM kit. So it's like a little volcano thing and they have like magnet stuff and little just experiment things. They're really excited for that. Like I said, Landon is a little techie guy, so he likes robots. And they have this on there. He actually has to build the robot and has like a little motor and stuff. I think he's really going to enjoy that. This is a scrunch map. I don't know. I think it's just like a map that they lay out and they can kind of scrunch. It's like made out of like almost like a paper. It's a world map where they can just kind of explore and look at the world. I thought this was kind of cool. I had something similar, but it didn't have an actual body on it. It was just like the physical body part. So they got to like see what a heart looked like. But this actually has all like the organs and things, and they get to put them into the body where they belong. I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool. The last few things that I got, I forget what these are called, wrap-ups. So for these, what you do is you start in the first number, which is 30, and then it's divided by 10. So 30 divided by 10 is 3, and then you go to the next one. 20 divided by 10 is 2. So the way you check your answer is you flip it around. You can see on this one how it has these lines. If you can see here, it's kind of hard to see, but there's little lines, and if all your string matches up with those lines, the answers are correct. Anyways, I thought these were really fun. I used to do them in piano. She would have us do these while my siblings were doing their lesson. I would have to do something like this. I always thought they were really cool. All right, I'm sorry this video is so long, but there's just no way around it. You guys saw everything I got at the store. I'm gonna set everything up. So here's hoping that the first day of school goes great tomorrow and we have a good day and we just get some work done. All right, I am going to end this one. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I'm sorry it was such a long one, but it's just a lot of information. I will let you guys know how the first day of school goes. I'm going to film our first day of school. That will be next. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow along with us. I've got to get all organized before tomorrow morning. All right, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!